What's up guys, welcome to the channel. So this past weekend I went to the DNR Customs Dyno Day and Dirt Drags. I did have my truck dynoed, but it definitely didn't go as I had anticipated. So here's the video.
With you have a depot tune or whatever. Guys with thermal and gas was a big drag car. Or trucks. No, I love them. Stupid car. I just realized this is truck. I was like, alright.
So you can see when you're watching the video that after the first 2 pulls, I'm pretty sure it was after the second pull, that the guy that was dynoing the truck, he called me over, and first thing he asked me was what tune that I was running. And I let him know last couple of weeks I have been running SPD from Truck Source Diesel, and he was just kind of asking me if I liked it and this and that. And at this part of the dyno, I already knew what the truck ran the first 2 pulls. Completely was not happy, and he informed me that the group that was running the dyno, they're from WPE. It's Windrunner Diesel in Michigan here, and he's like, we do 6.0s all the time. I'm telling you something's not right. And my fuel pressure was fine. The truck was running fine. I mean, I drove it 2 hours to this event. I didn't have any problems. Boost, I mean, the truck holds still 35 pounds of boost with this tune. But he's like, something's not right. There's no smoke, none whatsoever. And when he said that, I was like, well, not all of these tunes are like super smoky, but he's like, yeah, something's still not right. So I have the dyno sheet here. The truck ended up dynoing. The third pull was the best, which was still awful. Max power, 294 horsepower at 456 foot-pounds of torque. And that was at 3,200 RPMs. And I was like, yeah, something's definitely not right there. They were saying that with their studded tunes that they run on stock, not stock 6.0s, but bulletproof 6.0s that are running the stock turbo and stock injectors and stock fuel system, that they should be running around 400, 450. And I agree. I mean, I knew something wasn't right. So where am I going from here? I'm not really sure. I don't know if I need to just retune the truck, if there's something wrong with the tune, or if I have some sort of an issue. But like I said, I haven't had any codes. The truck's been running perfectly normal. The only thing that I have going on right now is a few months ago, my EBP sensor code through, and the truck really hasn't been running any different, so I'm assuming that it's not completely clogged. I mean, if it was completely clogged, I know I'd have a lot bigger issue. But other than that, I honestly don't know. I was considering ordering a tune from WPE and trying that out, and I ended up messaging TSD Chris, and I just let him know. Like, my scenario and the numbers, and I actually got an email back from him today, and I'll read you what he said. So I emailed him and I said, I downloaded my 6.0 today. It ran 294, 450. I'm running the stock turbo, stock injectors, and your super panty dropper tune. I said, is this normal or what's going on? The only reason I said, is this normal, is because I don't remember where I saw it or where I read it. It might have been on a Facebook page or a 6.0 forum, but I remember reading that somebody asked about, SPD and what it would dyno, and somebody from TSD responded and said, we're not trying to put out high dyno numbers, but we're trying to give you like more usable power on the street. And I kind of agreed with that when I first read it, because the truck feels normal. It pulls really well. It gets up to 35 pounds of boost, so it doesn't feel like it's lacking power. That's why I was kind of really shocked when those numbers came out in the dyno. But Chris responded. He said, that sounds pretty low to me. You probably have something going on. I would check for a boost or exhaust leak. Also, make sure you don't have any bad sensors. So I need to take the truck to a shop, have it hooked up to a scanner, and see if there's anything going on. But overall, I mean, I was pretty happy that the truck made it through 3 pulls. I was kind of worried that the truck wasn't gonna, something was gonna break or something. So that part, it did make me happy that the truck survived, I guess. One other bad thing that happened was, so when we were at the dyno, they had all the trucks lining up like right behind the dyno, which now thinking about that was a terrible idea, because after I got in the truck, after the truck was dynoed, I noticed this. A good silver dollar size crack in my windshield now. So obviously when a truck was running on the dyno, it spit a stone out and, you know, put a big old crack in my windshield, so that kind of sucks. But on the bright side, I did get some free stuff, so that's always good. Got a couple koozies, some stickers, so it was fun. A lot of nice trucks there. I think the highest horsepower truck that went on the dyno, it was a Duramax that ran before we got there. It was like the first truck that went, and it put down around 950 horsepower. So yeah, I'm really disappointed in these numbers. I gotta figure out what's going on with the truck. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed watching the truck dyno. It was fun watching it dyno. Just wish that they would have put out better numbers. So my next video, you guys should like. There is a completely stock 6.0 that they threw on the dyno, and I won't go into much detail now, but they end up ghetto fogging it, and you're going to be extremely shocked on the numbers that it put out for being 100% stock. I mean, not even an exhaust. So stay tuned for that. If you stuck to the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Take care and have a great day.